Hey guys, what is going on? I go by the name of Peteonthebeat. In this video I would like to show how to cook an awesome muscle building meal that is more of a paleo type of meal, I guess, but on another hand is great for muscle building, bodybuilding, fitness in general. So first of all, I would like to show you all of the ingredients that you're going to need in order to prep this meal, and then I would like to show you the exact way how I'm going to prep and cook all of the ingredients. So the first thing, as you can probably see right now on the screen, bam, those are some sweet potatoes, relatively big sweet potatoes. So besides the starches, guys, I'm going to use large variety of veggies, mostly colorful veggies. Those are the types of veggies that I typically prefer to use. And on the other hand, I'm going to use two different protein sources. The first one is more of a complete type of a protein, some grass-fed beef, grass-fed ground beef, relatively lean grass-fed beef. I'm going to talk a bit more about the actual meats that I use. And of course, hormone-free, antibiotic-free chicken. Both of the meats that I'm going to use are relatively lean. Those are the types of the meats that I typically prefer to use when I consume starches and veggies. I prefer to alternate between carbs and fats. This is the best way to do it in my personal opinion. To a relatively big extent, this video is inspired by my previous videos, as long as for carb cycling and all that, and one of my previous Q&As, actually my last Q&A episode. So just in case you want to find out more about carb cycling and basically applying some carb days to your already well developed high-fat, low-carb diet or completely ketogenic paleo or whatever diet you have that you do with your warrior diet meal pattern or the 1 meal a day eating pattern, I definitely suggest you to visit my website and check the latest article on my website. It is all about carb cycling and all that. I'm gonna put a link in the description box down below, so you're gonna be able to visit the actual article extremely easy. So yeah guys, without further ado, I would like to start with the actual cooking. So the first thing that I'm going to do, guys, is basically to peel the sweet potatoes. As you can probably see, the potatoes are fairly dirty, but I'm about to fix this real quick. So after I got the skin from my sweet potatoes removed and all that, the first thing that I'm going to do is to prep a pan, and then I'm going to cover it with baking paper. If you prefer, you can use aluminum foil. It really depends on your personal preferences. I personally prefer to stick with the baking paper because I do believe it keeps everything a lot cleaner, nothing sticks, and on the other hand, I do believe it's like 100 times healthier, or at least 10 times healthier, I guess. So I hope that makes sense, but if you prefer aluminum foil, use the aluminum foil. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to slice the potatoes on 3 pieces, I guess. Those are like extremely big pieces. Basically, I'm going to slice them on 3 parts. So after I slice the potatoes, I'm going to throw them in the pan I've already prepped with the baking paper and all that, and then I'm going to show you the exact way how I'm going to bake them in the oven. I'm going to show the exact program that I'm going to use and the time that I'm going to use as well. So right now, guys, as you can probably see, I'm throwing the potatoes in the oven and I'm going to leave them for around 45 minutes or something like this. So what I'm about to do during this time is to have a nice sip of black coffee. Forget about this, guys, I'm just joking. So the first thing that I'm going to do while I got my potatoes baking in the oven is to basically use this time to prep all of the veggies and the meat. So first of all, I'm going to prep another pan, another relatively big pan. This time I'm going to use this wok. I really love this wok. So as I've mentioned, I'm going to use fairly large variety of veggies. I got some zucchini, I got plenty of hot peppers. I prefer to use more and more hot peppers nowadays, I guess. I like the taste or something. Besides the hot peppers, I'm going to use some red and some green peppers, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, sea salt. As you probably already know, those are some Atlantic salts that I prefer to use nowadays. They're mixed with organic seaweed. You probably already know this if you watch my other videos. Besides those, I'm going to also use some shiitake mushrooms and some other good stuff as well. So the first thing is to prep all of the veggies. So the way how I'm about to prep the veggies is extremely important, and I definitely encourage you to pay attention to the way how I prep everything in all of the meals that I cook on this YouTube channel or whatever, because this is the best way to prep all of your meats and veggies for someone who eats 1 meal a day. Because it's all about digestibility. It's all about to be able to eat all of this food on one sitting, especially the protein sources, but this is a whole different subject. So what I'm about to do is to cut everything on fairly small pieces. So right now, guys, I would like to show you a fast motion of the exact way how I'm prepping the veggies, and then I'm going to show how everything looks in the wok, and then I'm going to cook those veggies with the beef. So while I'm doing this, I would like to say a few words about one of the protein sources I'm going to use, and this is basically the grass-fed beef. The thing that I would like to recommend you is to get your hands on grass-fed beef. This is probably obvious, but use some fairly leaner cuts of meat, like leaner cuts of meat on our hand, and then ask the butcher to turn them into ground beef for you. This is the best way to do it. And then boil the beef. So the thing that I'm about to do is to throw the beef under all of the veggies, and I'm going to actually cook the beef along with the veggies. On top of the veggies and the beef, I'm going to sprinkle some Atlantic sea salt mixed with organic seaweed, as you probably already know, and then I'm going to leave it on medium heat for around 25 to 30 minutes, and I'm going to add some water as well. I'm basically going to steam everything all together. While I already got the veggies along with the beef and the sweet potatoes baking and cooking, whatever you prefer to call it, I'm going to prep my second protein source, and those are basically the chicken meats. As you can probably see, in this situation I'm using the leanest possible cuts of chicken meat. As you can probably see, I got the organic, the highest possible quality, hormone-free, antibiotic-free chicken meats. So what I'm about to do is basically slice them on two parts, and then I'm going to put them on sticks, and then I'm going to throw those sticks on top of the sweet potatoes, and basically I'm going to bake them along with the sweet potatoes. As you can probably see, everything is fairly easy to do. I believe anyone can do this. Like, this is extremely easy, anyone can do this, but the most important thing is to make everything extremely delicious, as long as your personal preferences, and of course fairly easy to digest, because those are huge quantities of food and you really want to avoid any potential overtaxing on your digestive system. So keep that in mind. Something like a great advice, in my personal opinion. You can use it as a great tip. So right now, guys, everything is done. I would like to show you the final product, and besides this, you can visit my website and you're gonna be able to read the full article for this meal with all the instructions on how to prep the actual meal, probably with some additional photos and all that. So yeah, this is basically everything I wanted to show you guys. I hope you find this video helpful and useful. I definitely encourage you to give this meal a try, especially if you're interested in building some lean muscle mass on one meal a day plan and keeping your blood sugar levels throughout the day stable without any blood sugar fluctuations or dysregulations, and be able to hit the weights heavy and hard without any side effects throughout the whole fasted state. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I would like to thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more. Have a nice one. Peace, and I'm out, and good luck with your cooking endeavors. Peace.